Hey guys, this is Dimitri with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to replace the LCD or screen on your Apple MacBook model A2338. We do offer and provide a mail-in repair service. If you are looking to send your MacBook in for a screen replacement, we do provide that repair as well as sell parts for the MacBooks. And all the tools that you'll see me using in this video, we do have them available for sale on our website as well. All the links will be down in the description. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and flip the MacBook over, and we're going to remove the bottom cover piece. Now for this one, the piece that I'm using, or the bit that I'm using, it's the S2 1.2. So we're going to go ahead and remove the 6 screws that are at the bottom and top. Once we got all 6 screws removed, we're going to go ahead and grab our pry tool, and we're going to go on the back end right here, and we're going to lightly pry it up just enough so that we can get this plastic clip in. Once we get the plastic clip in, go ahead and lay it down. Just kind of move it around. You should hear it unclip on the side right here. There's one. There's 2. Once we got those done, what I like to do is I like to flip the MacBook up like this, pry out and kind of lift up. You should hear it unclip from the middle. Once it does that, go ahead and put the MacBook down. I just kind of like to get my fingers in underneath here and pull it towards myself, like so. Once we've done that, go ahead and set the cover aside. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and remove this right here, and we're gonna go ahead and use a plastic spudger to disconnect this ribbon. You want to make sure you lift the ribbon clip up so that you can pull the ribbon out. And next, what we're going to do is we're going to take a T5 screwdriver, remove this big center screw right here, and with our plastic spudger, we're just going to go ahead and lift this ribbon off the board. And we're gonna open up the MacBook and press and hold the power button for at least 5 seconds to drain any remaining power in the MacBook. All right, once we've done that, we are good to rock. So first things first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, remove this screw and unplug the Wi-Fi antenna. With this, we're just gonna go underneath the wire and just pry up like so. And we're just gonna go ahead and start removing all the screws in the top section. We're gonna go ahead and remove the clips right here, and then we're just gonna work our way through it. So we're gonna go ahead and give the S2 12-bit a shot, and it looks like it is working. So go ahead and remove these 2 screws. You could go ahead and just pull this tab up, just lift up, pull out, set it aside, go ahead, repeat the steps on the opposite side. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove all these little screws in the Wi-Fi antenna to get the Wi-Fi antenna out. And for that, we're gonna be using the S2 0.8 bit. We're gonna go ahead and proceed with removing these screws right there as well. And with this one, you should be able to just use the T5 screwdriver, which if you end up getting this kit right here, you won't need a separate T5 screwdriver. We do have a bit in there. It's just a lot easier for me to use this at the moment. So once we get those screws out, go ahead and remove these screws with the bracket, as well as the bracket for the screen LCD ribbon. So to remove these screws right here, you could use a T5 screwdriver. You just have to push down a little bit. It's really important that you don't strip these screws, because if you do, then it's going to be very difficult to remove them, let alone install them. Once you've removed all the screws and the brackets, go ahead and use the plastic spudger to take this ribbon off. Once we've done that, all we got left is just these last two little screws before we can move on. Now, whatever the screws you remove, if they're holding any bracket, I would recommend you just set the screws and organize it that way, so that it's a lot easier to put this back together. Once you've done that, go ahead and just grab the Wi-Fi antenna. You should be able to lift it up a little bit and just kind of pull it out, set it aside. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove these screws, but we're only going to do 2 on this side and 2 on this side. I'll show you exactly why. So for these screws, we're going to be using the A2338 bit. If you are able to, go ahead, leave the 2 screws in, and what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open up your MacBook halfway, and we're going to go ahead and set it on the edge of a table. It's just going to make it a lot easier if you can for this part. Once we got it set on the edge, go ahead and remove the last remaining 2 screws that are holding the screen. Once we've done that, you should be able to just lift the LCD out of there, like so. We're gonna go ahead, take this one, set it aside, and we're gonna grab our new LCD screen, and we're gonna go ahead and install it the same way we took it off. When you're installing this, you wanna make sure that you grab all of these ribbons and that you hold them so that they're on the outside and don't accidentally get on the inside of the screen. You just go ahead and line it up and just kind of wiggle it back and forth, and it should pop into place like so. Once you've done that, go ahead and just the last 2 screws that you left, install those first. Once you've done that, go ahead, inspect. Make sure that you don't have any ribbons protruding right here, and we're gonna go ahead, close up the MacBook, and we're gonna proceed with assembling everything else. All right, so once we got these installed and we closed the MacBook up, we're gonna go ahead and proceed with installing the remainder 4 screws. Once we've got that in, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install the Wi-Fi strip. For this specific installation, you want to make sure that you're getting these 2 little antennas right in that opening. So we're going to go ahead and just pop it in like so. And once you've done that, go ahead, set the MacBook down, and you should just be able to pop it into place like that. Once we've done that, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start by installing the 4 shorter screws that are a little bit longer than the others first. So you want to make sure that you tuck these in. Underneath like that. We're going to go ahead and use the S212 bit. So So we're gonna go ahead and install these 4 screws. You wanna make sure that you do this first, or else it'll be very difficult to get this part installed and lined up if you don't. Once we've got that taken care of, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fasten our Wi-Fi antenna screw. Like so, and then we're gonna proceed with installing all the little screws into the Wi-Fi antenna, get it fastened down. Once we got the Wi-Fi antenna fastened, let's go ahead and get these plugged in. What you're gonna do is you're just simply gonna go ahead and line this up over the plug-in point, and you're just gonna press down on it with a flat head. You should feel it clip in. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same to this guy. There you go. And I just kind of like to give it a little tug to make sure it doesn't pop free. That means it's clipped in. Once you do that, go ahead and just push down to make sure and ensure that it's secure. Once we've done that, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fasten this bad boy down by using our T5 screwdriver. Gonna go ahead and line this up. Once we get that situated, we're gonna go ahead and get these brackets installed right here. Perfect. Once these brackets are installed, go ahead and plug in the screen ribbon. You just place it over the plug-in and just push down on top, like so. Once we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and secure this bracket. And last but not least, go ahead and grab the ribbon holder bracket, place it over the top, and secure that down as well. This screw is a little bit stripped, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use a T5 screwdriver to ensure that I'm screwing it back in. Perfect. Once we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and install these clips back into their corners. Go ahead, do both sides, and we're just gonna fasten them down. Once we've done that, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take our T5 screwdriver with the bigger screw that we removed from here. We're gonna go ahead and push this ribbon down, install the screw, and just go ahead and fasten it. Once we've completed that, the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and plug this ribbon in. Once you plug it in, make sure that you push the ribbon holder clip back down to make sure that it's secure. We're gonna go ahead and put this back into position. Remember, if it has the little circle right here, this circle sits over this screw. So that's how you know if you're putting it on the correct way. Once we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and take our back cover and we're gonna install it. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna align these grooves right here with the ones that are located on the MacBook. The best way to do it is to pretty much just kind of plop it up on top and just slide it, make sure that it's going in equally and evenly. And you know you kind of have it a little bit on the right track when you try to lift it up a little bit and it's kind of like stuck as if something is holding on to it. That's how you know you've got it in the grooves. And when you get to that stage, just go ahead and just push one side in and then go ahead and do it to the other side like so, and just kind of, if you need to, you could adjust it with your fingers to make sure that it's flush on both ends. Go ahead, press down in the middle, and then the sides, you should hear it clip in. And now you are ready to fasten the last remaining 6 screws. So the shorter guys, the shortest ones go in the bottom center. The ones that are the second longest, you're gonna go ahead and put them on the outsides in between the short ones. And then the last 2 long ones go up top. Once you've done that, you have successfully replaced the screen on your MacBook model A2338. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or shoot us a text on the number that is on our website, Joe's Gaming and Electronics. And once again, all the tools that I used are provided on our website. The links will be down in the description below, as well as if you are looking to have somebody fix the screen on your MacBook, you are more than welcome to send it in, as we do provide a mail-in repair service. Thanks for watching.